Alright, hello YouTube. I'm doing a guide for Space Station 13 in 2021 because there hasn't been like just a basics guide for like 5 years when I searched up for it. So when you first join in Space Station 13, your screen's actually probably going to be white, and if you want to change the dark mode, you just go to here, open the settings, and have the theme set. You can worry about the tabs later. Now, what you're going to do is before you click join game, you're going to want to set up your character. So I already have my character set up. So I'm just going to change Aiden Starlington here. You can configure the quirks. For now, don't really worry about this. If you want to, you can read about them, but they're not that important. They're just there to customize. Next, you can choose all these settings. Random name, always random name. When in tag, there's no hardcore random no. Those are kind of obvious. This is basically just asking, do you want a random name, and do you want the random name when you're in tag, and this to stop people from metagaming you. Change your gender, you can change your age. Special names aren't really that important, except for the clown and mime and cyborg and AI, but the other ones don't really matter that much. And you can change your hairstyle, facial, all that stuff. What you are going to want to make sure is that your backpack is set to... Now this is preference, but the department backpack and satchel, they are the fastest. Meanwhile, the duffel bag will slow you down, and I find that really annoying. So make sure this is set to backpack if you want to move around fast. So once you're done setting up your character, you're going to want to press Save Setup. Now, once you're done with that, then you can join the game. Now, when you join the game off a late join, if it's your first time playing, you're going to want to play an assistant, because no one really cares what assistants do. They're just allowed to run around, do whatever they want. If you want to have an actual job, I'd recommend janitor, because janitors aren't really expected to do their jobs. If you see an exploded body in the hallway, your first thought isn't, oh my god, where's the janitor? You think, why is there an exploded body? So if you don't do your job, because you're still figuring things out, people are going to be easy on you. But if you choose like security or engineering and you don't do your job, or doctor, then people are going to get mad at you when you can't save the station. So you're going to want to choose assistant.
Now approaching TG station.
Now, you're going to want for the station to dock first, or the shuttle to dock first. Let's go over the UI while we're waiting. So, down here, you have your left and right hand. You can press X to swap between them. You have your two pockets here. You can put small items in there. Maybe medium-sized items, I'm not exactly sure. You have your backpack. If you click on the backpack, you can open it up. You have your PDA here, pretty important. You have your ID. Your ID is very important. And if you click on the backpack to the left here, you'll be able to open up your customization. Oh, you move around with WASD, but as you can tell, right now you cannot move. And that is because you are buckled to the chair. So if you can't move, check to see if you're buckled or if your little life bar here is in crit. Well, let's ignore that for now. So to unbuckle yourself, you either press B or you can just click on this. And if you want to buckle yourself to a chair, all you have to do is drag yourself onto it like that. So the main ways of interacting is clicking, shift and alt clicking. Well, shift clicking, we'll just examine it, but clicking like that, alt clicking, and then dragging the sprites to and from each other. So let's just walk out of here. Now, here's something you're going to need to know. So if you look in your backpack, you'll see the survival box. Now you can either take the survival box out and scrummage around it, look at it, or if you don't want to take it out, you can just press Alt on it, and it'll open the box inside your backpack. So it's a more compact way of doing things. So you'll see you have an emergency oxygen tank, and I don't know how to pronounce that, Medi Pen. What the hell?
Someone called the shuttle. It's coming in, I don't know, it doesn't say.
Alright. So the Medi Pen, that will, basically, if you're in a pinch, you can use that to heal yourself, and your breath mask. So what you want to do is, for safety, put on your breath mask, put it here. You'll see a new icon pops up in the top left. You want to take your emergency oxygen tank, and you either want to hold it or put it in your pocket. So this way, if for some reason there's no oxygen in the room, you can just quickly click on this to set your internals, and that will make it so you breathe through the oxygen tank, not the air. So that's important to know. And if you want to take the breath mask off, you can just do this to adjust it so you can eat and stuff. Or again, you can just click on it here, take it off. So feel free to explore the station. If your late join's probably already in a state of disrepair, that's beyond saving. But, just walk around. So that's the now the other important thing is the combat thing here. So combat mode is relatively new, and it replaced the old intense system, but that's not important if you're a new player. So what you need to do is you press F to toggle combat mode. Now this will make it so most of your actions, instead of helping people, will hurt them. Now I'm not gonna, let's see if I can find a monkey to beat up. Oh yeah, if you need a flashlight, your PDA, you can toggle the light, and it'll work as a small flashlight. That's cool. So while you have, there's a dead monkey, I'll just use that to show y'all. This is a pretty scuffed tutorial, but I couldn't figure out how to get the dedicated server working. So yeah, so if you want to pull something, you can either shift, then right click on it, and then press pull, or you can just press control and then click on them. And if you want to stop pulling them, you just press the pull icon there. So now say you are in combat mode, you can left click will punch, or if they're down on the ground, it'll kick them, and right click will shove them. And a good strategy is to shove people against tables and walls to stun them, and then keep punching them. You can just stun lock them. And other things is that if you manage to pull someone 2 times, so control click on them twice without them breaking free, you can grab them aggressively. You can do a lot of things when you grab someone aggressively. You can, for example, click on the table and table slam, which will stun crit them for a little bit. You can also press R. What does R do? It's the hotkey for throwing. So down here, you should see, click throw. And throwing things is fun. Let's see, it's a good way to also just knock someone down. And if when you look over things, you should see at the top of your screen what it is. And if you want to learn more about it, just shift. You can just shift left click on it, and it'll examine it. So see the security officer here? No, he's okay. Not this guy. You shift click, and down here you should see all the stuff. So now, say you want to talk to someone. All you have to do is press T on your keyboard, and then I'll go. I don't know. I hate monkeys because I'm beating up a monkey right now. My guy, he stammers a bit because he's antisocial. If you want to talk on the radio, you can just go. You use this. I'm not sure what it's called. That's like a semicolon, I think. And I'll put that over the radio too. I hate monkeys. And you should see over common radio here. Aiden Shirlington stammers. That's me. I hate monkeys. And if you want to talk in OOC, just for anything else, a tip: never talk about the current round in OOC. That's frowned upon, but you can do that. I don't want to say anything right now because I don't feel like talking to these people. Nothing wrong with them, I just don't like talking in OOC. It's not what I come to Space Station 13 for. Now, other notable things. Resist. If something's happening to you and you don't like it, pressing B or resist will probably attempt to fix it. For example, if you're in handcuffs, resisting you'll slowly break out. If someone grabs you, resisting will again break out. That's useful to know. And then drop. If you want to drop something, you can just click that, or the hotkey for it is Q. Now, let's see. Oh yeah, here's a scooter. You can, again, this is a thing you can drag yourself onto. Yeah, I believe you have to be pretty precise when you click on things. Because, for example, if I see this monkey here, if I click near him, but not on him. I'll just examine the floor. And if there's like a ton of things and you can't be bothered to like move your mouse exactly where it is, for example, in this locker here with a ton of stuff, you can just shift, right click, and it'll open up all the things and what you can do with them. Pointing to things is a good way to just if you want to show someone something. And yep, that's just some random explosion. I'm trying. Oh yeah, suit sensors. You click on the grade, so right click on it and go to adjust suit sensors. You can decide what you want the staff to see, if they can track you. If you're now playing antagonist, it's a good idea to have your tracking beacon on so they can find your body in maintenance when you inevitably get killed by a changeling. That's just, or some other bullshit. But if you are playing antagonist, if the security wants to get a hold of you, it's best to not have your sensors on. But I'm not going to cover playing antagonist in this tutorial. This is just, again, absolute basics. Now, another tip is that if you want to learn more about some specific thing, you can just go to the wiki. So let me go. So tgstation13.org/wiki. That, or if you just go to tgstation13.org, that should start in here. Hold on. You should be able to see all the servers they have first and foremost, and then you can also go to the wiki. You can find basically anything you want about the game here, unless it's like a secret or something, but TG doesn't really have those. I know Goon Station has secrets and stuff, but this isn't a Goon Station tutorial. So anything you want, like say you want to learn how to do a job, well, here's the jobs, and here's every job in the game, including the antagonists that aren't even really in the game anymore. Yeah, special. Yeah, no removed antagonists are at the bottom, but... And if you don't know where to find it, just search it up. Make sure you're case sensitive about it though, so let's find wizard. And press enter. Yep, this is the wiki article on the wizard. Lots of information here. Reading the wiki is a good way to just learn more about the game, just binge the wiki. So that's another, don't really ask people about stuff, read the wiki if you want to know something or search up on the wiki. And if you're playing on, suicide bomber here, and if you're playing on TG, you can just use the wiki button up here, and again, wizard, and it'll open in your default browser the Wikipedia. Now, if you're playing on Full Station, it goes to their own wiki, which isn't really good. It's barely complete, and kind of sucks. So if you're on Full Station, that's why I gave you the exact website. I'll probably put in the description too. Alright, let's see, anything else? You have some things, so you can... Language menu? Nah, that's not really important, but that's how you change languages. Create new area. Yeah, that's not really important. Skills, don't worry about that. And crafting menu. If you want to look through this and craft something, all you have to do is gather the materials, lay them on the floor in front of you, or in your hands, and just click craft. Not gonna bother crafting anything right now, because it does take a bit of effort to craft things. And, one last thing. You can toggle if you're walking or if you're running. The only reason why you'd ever want to walk is if there's something slippery on the ground and you don't want to slip. Other than that, running is just better. There's no like stamina debuff or anything. And I think that is all the basics. Oh yeah, if you want to save space on your tool belt, this, yeah, there's no tools here, but if you want to save space, you can put your ID into your PDA, then wear the PDA in your ID slot. So that's useful. And your PDA has some cool things. You have a note keeper, but it's better to just use your in-character notes here. That's just kind of like your memories. You can add a note with this. It has a messenger and skill tracker. And depending on what role you have, it might have other things too. Messenger. Not important right now, but
The shuttle's here.
uh,
Does anybody know where
uh,
the key to this place is? The door's locked.
that's interesting. So yeah, the shuttle. The shuttle is usually a death trap, but you might as well get on it anyway, because if you don't, then you're gonna be left on the station. You can also find an escape pod and use that too, but shuttles are easier to find, and usually there will be space for you. Oh my, it's this stupid shuttle. This is the asteroid shuttle that no one likes. I don't know why, only trolls buy it. Let me get a vaccine for my sickness. See, I need to eat something right now, so I'm going to switch hands, adjust my breath mask, switch hands again, eat it, and that's it. Yeah. Yeah, if you want to see what your health is like, you can just click on your little body here. You want to see what your mood is like? Just click on the moodlets here. It'll tell you how you're feeling. If your sanity goes too down, or if you're too sad, you'll actually suffer like consequences. Like I think you go slower if you're really sad. Yeah. Also, when you're in for combat mode, just quick tip: people can't. Normally, you're able to walk through people like that, but in combat mode, you can't walk through people. You just push them around instead. Oh, I believe that's all of the like bare bones basics that should get you started on figuring things out. Probably not contributing anything to the station, but at least being able to spectate. Oh, see, set internals need oxygen. Because see these two alerts here, I'll pop them off again in case you didn't see it. Ah, weird. This is gone. Oh, there you go. See, I'm choking. I am not getting enough oxygen, so I just set my internals, and it's fixed. So, yeah, that is my Space Station 13 guide. No editing or anything fancy like that, just me rambling on. I'm sure you love it. But there's literally no competition in this area, so I get to be as shitty as I want. Alright. Well, bye.